Welcome back to another Puzzle of Fortune video. It's been a little while. Today we're talking about basketball. It's that time of year again in my college, I suppose, where they're hosting intramural games. Teams are, 5v5 or whatever, and the best team wins. Hello, future driver here. Take a moment to like, subscribe, or comment. It all really, makes me want to make more videos. Only 0.5% of people subscribe, so be part of the less than 1%. Thank you. There's always a coach's team that I think has won like every time, because I don't know the specifics. Every now and then I'll play, I'll join an intramural team, but I'll never play until the very end because I feel like the team always has some internal strife, and some people want to play who aren't very good. And it kind of, maybe I'm a bad person for this, but I get very annoyed when people want to play if they're not. Oh, dude, there was no way he was making that jump. I thought he would not jump at me because I was like, he would just die if he did that, but I guess he just wanted to die. But yeah, maybe I might be a bad person. I get kind of annoyed when someone wants to play on the team. I want to win a championship. And if they don't want to do that, then it's like, well, I don't want you to get playing time just because you want to play and you're on the team. But it's like, I guess they're my friends or whatever. But I feel like basketball has been in a downtrend recently. I say that because my college, it doesn't technically have like a basketball club or anything. I think for the past 2 years, it's been like informal gathering of friends or people who like to play basketball gathering around at the same time. Every now and then there's like a group chat that gets made, or like a Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat, but I know of the Snapchat because I am involved, I guess. And recently, I'd say, in the past, okay, that was also dumb. I'm happy to be, it's me and Chris now. I'm happy to be surrounded by well, it was an Alex skin. Let me not say too much. Okay, wait. Oh, I die, but hold on. Where are you, Chris? Die, Chris! Yes! Yeah, but recently there's been no one coming to play basketball at all. I think on a good day you get one or two people, maybe, if you're lucky. I see myself as a prime example because, we used to be able to get games of maybe 5-on-5 to, a regular basketball game, full court. If we're lucky, I'd go every day. I don't really go as much. Sometimes we'd be having games of or, days where 15 people show up and it's well, we can't play with 15 people. So, some people would have to be substituted or something. I thought there was a netherite block and I almost got excited, which would have made no sense because you can't do anything with a netherite block. But it's still a nice little thing to have. And I think basketball's it's kind of dead right now. I think back to why this would be the case. And I see myself, I used to always go play basketball right after I'd be watching. Hey. Oops, my fault. I used to always go play basketball right after I saw, what the heck is this? Someone else playing basketball. And by someone else, I mean an NBA player. I would watch a ton of NBA. This is a good thing to have. I'd watch, a starting five on Netflix, a documentary of kind of some of the most hot topic players in the NBA at the moment. I watched The Last Dance with, Jordan and the Bulls. Okay, that was a great situation for me. I'm glad he decided to take that, but I don't think I can reach these guys before they kill each other. But I could always try. And I'd watch, I'd watch Jordan and his 3 championship run play basketball, and I'd be like, yeah, I could do that. I could shoot like Jordan does. I could do that. Goodbye. Also goodbye. 1, 2. Okay. And then I'll take this. 1. Oh. 2. I'd walk over to my friend's house and in jeans and a white shirt, and I just start shooting up pull up middies, if that makes sense, mid jumpers or whatever the heck. I never do that. When I was younger, I was always Well, actually, it depends on how young you go. Because I was on various stages. Basketball is, believe it or not, very height-based game. And when I was like very young, I'd say like elementary school young, I was actually pretty tall for my age. So when I was very young, I was put like near the bottom of the rim or like near the basket because that's where high people would go for, for like rebounding and boxing out for rebounding. And you never really had to learn how to shoot. But as I got older, I didn't grow as much. I kind of stayed the same height. So I got shorter by comparison. And at that point in time, then I got really good at ball handling because I felt like being near the rim or being a rebounder and focusing on like defense and stuff wasn't helping me be good at like, shooting the ball and dribbling. So eventually, yeah, I get shorter when I got older. So like middle school drive is, hold on. Ow. Middle school drive, if you ask him, he's working on like ball handling and stuff. And none of what I mentioned is shooting the ball. I never had a stage in my life where I learned to shoot the ball. But for some reason now, you ask me, and I think I could shoot the ball super well. I think I can be Michael Jordan shooting the ball, or Stephen Curry shooting the ball. I am unable to do either of those things. But it's a fun way to play, I suppose. Actually, I feel like when I was younger, I was kind of a basketball luck charm, if you'd ask me. Hold on. We can do something here. Because I used to play a bunch of basketball when I was younger. I used to play, like, it was the sport my mother had chosen for me. It was that or, well, I guess soccer was an option. Well, that was free. And she obviously wasn't going to do football because, she didn't want her son to have a concussion at a young age. So I guess, nice enough of her. But, she chose basketball. It was like a paid basketball thing with other kids my age. I remember there, a lot of like friends from school would join in on it. I can just hit this guy off. I can hit that guy too. Perfect. And maybe I could get another. Wait a minute. What's the point? Whatever. But yeah, we'd have to, I remember the process for it would be like very, very weird. I have this memory, this like feeling of a memory of like a core memory, if that makes sense, of it just genuinely being the weirdest like experience or feeling of, I don't want to say my life, but just like of that, probably that year when it happened. And it was like whenever in between, the actual basketball games and whatever, or I guess the leagues or the season, for the coaches to have to draft us, we'd be taken to like a random room. We'd have to drive like 30 minutes. I say a room, but it was, like a gymnasium to be able to practice or show off our basketball skills. And I just remember the rooms always being like so dark and it being like a quiet air around it. I think I had a dream once about like all the coaches like huddling up in a dark room over light with like all of our names and faces and just choosing us one by one. That's the image I had whenever someone said I was first draft. It's that they chose you from a list of like all of the names and it was with a picture of your face next to it. I can get right here and I don't think he notices. I don't know how this works. So wow, that works out for me. Woo! But yeah, I was chosen sometimes from that scary list with my face on it. I was chosen for, I think, 3 different teams. I played 3 different teams over the course of elementary school to middle school. And on those 3 different teams, as I said before, was not very good at basketball. I was unable to shoot. I was good at defense. I think I always had like a defense ability in my corner. But on those 3 teams, I got to the championship game every single time. It was like a playoff thing. It was like 8 different teams. And over 3 years, I got to the championship every single time. I won 2 times out of the 3. We lost the 3rd one. Because conspiracy, actually, I just got reminded of, hold on. I got a zombie Nautilus spawn egg. Dude, what did they do to the Nautilus? This thing's so weird. Look at that. My God. Anyways, Oh yeah, the conspiracy. That the only reason we lost that the one championship game was because of the referee at the time was the uncle of one of the star player on the other team, and they kept giving us the most ridiculous fouls ever. I remember it all so clearly. It was I got fouled out in that game. I think I actually got fouled out in every single championship game. But regardless, I still made it to the championship because I'm a luck charm. Dang, he made it. Huh, I need a sword. And there's tons of wood right here. Let's see if this works. You know, this entire video is kind of an excuse to tell you about one specific team I was on during the thing. See, you have to understand, obviously, all the teams you know throughout the years were a combination of different people. Is he just gonna die? I think so. So obviously, it wasn't like I kept getting the same team or whatever whenever I played. It was different drafts every single time. So it's crazy that I got to the championship every single time. It's pretty good. I'm like LeBron. I had a pretty good record there. But I think like the first time I was in the championship. Oh shoot. Okay, we're safe. We have to be smart about this. The first time I think was actually pretty dominant. I think I vaguely remember having a game where one team would try running the exact same play every single time. I have breeze rods. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, no, one team would try to run this exact same play as they walked up the court every single time, and one of my teammates realized this, and every single time, for I swear to you, 5 times in a row, my teammate just stole the ball as they tried to start their play, would run over to the other side of the court, and just score, and I think we were up by 20, and we had to enact the mercy rule, but that was on, like, my very first team. The second team was the one where we lost the championship. That one was just that one's a tragedy story. And the third team, third team's the entire excuse that this video is made. The third team was an odd situation because I had played with a lot of the people who were on this team before, and I knew them to be like pretty good. I knew we were a pretty good team. But again, by this point in time, I was older, and I had stayed the same height as I was like at middle school. Or elementary school. So I was a short guy. Over the summer, I'd worked on my handles. As I previously mentioned, I wasn't too good at, you know, shooting the ball. I played at the bottom of the basket like my entire early career. So I didn't know how to be anything but a guy at the rim. That's what I'd been trained to do. And here Javu grabs the skeleton horse in his inventory, places it down so quickly, clears his hand, and lands on the skeleton horse, saving his life. Oh, that's what I would have done. I guess this guy just sucks. And I had gotten really good at dribbling the ball over the summer. So I was a short guy who was really good at dribbling the ball. And one of the coaches, you know, saw this or whatever, and they're like, I'm going to scout this guy to be my point guard, you know? He's really good at dribbling the ball. He's short. That's perfect for, like, the point guard position. I think he, well, I know. I'm not going to say I think. I know. He, like, this was, like, his first time being a coach. There was obviously no way for him to know, like, what I had or hadn't done before then. Maybe they did have, like, the records, but I think that'd be, like, too formal or whatever. For the stake of the stuff we were doing. Is there someone else? There is. Yeah. Goodbye, DeQuavius. Never mind. Oh! Oh! Hi, I'm back. I'm back, DeQuavius. That there? Goodbye, DeQuavius. Okay, we're good. But yeah, he like drafted his son first for the position. And again, I knew all these people. Well, not all of them. I knew some of these people beforehand. I knew some of them were like really good at like the game. So I thought we had a really good team when we first started. And it was very, very, very odd when we went on to lose every single game without exaggeration, in the regular season. We didn't win a single game, I don't think, which was kind of awful for, you know, a multitude of reasons. Hey. I don't know. Okay, we're good. I have an Elytra. Keep that in my back pocket. Or actually, what if I just use it right now? One of the reasons it was awful is because I actually carpooled with one of the guys because I knew him from a previous season. And, you know, it's not, like, the most fun to always be, like, knowing you're about to go to a game where you're gonna lose again. But the reason we were losing, you know, so often, I think can be exactly attributed to me never having played point guard before. And being the main point guard for our team. I think I am the sole reason, because I didn't know, this is very important. I did not know how to play point guard. I've never played point guard before. I only played at the bottom of the rim. I couldn't shoot the ball. I know we had another guy on our team who had played point guard before and was like a very good point guard. But I guess that doesn't matter. Oh my god, I finally get to do it. I missed! How did I miss? How did I miss? How did I miss? Stop! Run it back! Run it back! Just stay right there, you precious little thing. How did I miss again? That doesn't make sense. What? Can I not use a spear while I'm flying through the air? Final time. Oh. Awesome. But yeah, we lost like every single game with what I believed was like a really good team, because I play with like I really have to emphasize this. I played with a lot of these people before. I knew they were very good. It was me at the point guard position that was making us lose every single game because I just had no idea how to operate it. We lost every single game. The only reason we got into the playoffs was because it was like a paid thing, and there was like 8 teams to start out with. So, you know, we had to go even if we lost every single game. But you know, because we had lost every single game, at some point my coach was like, when the playoffs started, just go out there, have some fun, you know, don't take it too seriously, like, just try to have a good time, guys. And with that mindset, one of the teammates who, you know, like everyone else, the coach was like, I don't know why, but the coach, it felt like he couldn't really talk to the guy at any point. But one of us finally spoke up and was like, hey, can we try, like, I don't know, switching the positions around, like trying people in different like spaces or whatever. He was like, maybe like I could play point guard and Jaivu could, you know, play like the winged or something. And he was like, I mean, sure, we could try that. It's like, you know, like whatever, I guess. Nothing we've been doing so far has worked, so we could try a new thing at, you know, the playoffs or whatever. And we did, and because we lost every single game, we were matched up against the best team in, you know, the entire conference or whatever. And with this one switch of taking me off point guard and putting someone who knew how to play point guard into the game, we absolutely crushed the first team. I'm forgetting the word for like highest seed, first seed. We dominated them. It wasn't even like, I remember after the fact, one of my friends who was like on the first team or whatever, he was crying because he said it was finally his turn to like win at like the basketball conference, because, you know, it was like the same group of people who'd always play, and he was finally like on a winning team. But we absolutely destroyed them. And then we had to play another game after that. And, you know, they obviously thought, like, they were going to win against the team that hadn't won a single game the entire season. Like, it was going to be a shoo-in for them. They were more worried about, like, their second game that was scheduled in case they... Ah! That there? Okay. Put that there. Kill him. Perfect. And then we actually had to play another game back to back after that. I didn't think it was, which was kind of sucks because, like, you know, now we're tired and we're also like technically the worst team. But then we end up winning that too. So, because, you know, it's just 8 teams. Suddenly we're in the finals as a team that hasn't won a single game the entire time. And I remember my mother, like, before that day, she'd spent all night making like a sign about how we were gonna, hold on, can I, yeah, okay, we're good. About how we were gonna win. And I was just looking at the sign like the night before, just going like, man, it's a nice sentiment, but like, why are we doing this? My dad at one point was like, why are you making this? Hey, stop making this sign. You know they're obviously gonna lose. This probably isn't good. She bought us like Gatorades before it. And honestly, it was just like the biggest payout ever for, she like never even likes watching basketball games. They're always too close and intense for her. She'd like look away when it got, you know, important or close. But we won, so, you know, good for her, I suppose. And, you know, then we're in the finals. Worst team to ever do it, they're calling them. And we're up against like the 4th team. Just an upset across just the whole entire board or whatever. And, you know, believe it or not, we won that too. So I feel like I told this story pretty poorly, but, you know, you get the gist of it. There was maybe a luck charm's the wrong thing, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think I was more of a hindrance than a luck charm, if anything. I was definitely probably more of a liability. At 9 years old, playing basketball. Maybe that means I'm a liability now. I've had a growth spurt since then, so I've kind of learned how to bully people who are, you know, ever so slightly smaller than me. I have pretty long arms too for my wingspan, I'm pretty sure. So I still have pretty good defense that didn't just magically go away, luckily for me. Yeah, you're dead. Actually, you're not dead just yet, but you're about to be dead. You sick son of a gun. 1. And a 2. Oh, you have a totem. And you didn't even have to use it. Wait, you're goated. And I've always played against people who were, you know, I don't know how they died. Oh, someone's at the bottom. If I was good enough, I could use this powdered snow to clutch, but I feel like I always miss this. But yeah, that's me being a luck charm, I suppose. I totally could use the donkey. Does this work? I feel like someone lied to me one time. If I create a contraption of some sort, if I spawn this like... But you know, yeah, that's it for me. That's the end of my story time. Now it's just a good old Pillars of Fortune. And I'm gonna see if I can win or not. Last game had a breeze spawner. 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, shoot. Do you actually get increased range with this thing? It doesn't. Oh! 2, 3. You got a trident! That's way better than what we had. Okay, we're good. Is there a guy here? Okay, we're good. We're really good. Wait. Okay, now it's just me and this guy. I feel like he's never gonna come down. Ooh. Ooh, when are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? Oh, let me read his book. Okay, I'll read it. I don't know why I can't send chat. Subscribe to... don't do that. You should have listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up for you. Dude, I have this one memory of my father always playing Benny and the Jets on like a car ride about com. I think it was probably his favorite song to play. I need to create a playlist for, you know, if I have a kid, so they'll have that core memory. I think I'd probably include Benny and the Jets too. Very good song. I wasn't even singing Benny and the Jets right there. I was singing Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Same album though. Same album. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you if you did watch so far, and have a good rest of your day. See you around. Goodbye.